Hi there, these are your handover videos for your Bailey Phoenix 420. So, starting off at the front, hitch head, lever, handbrake, jockey wheel and 13 pin electrics are all on your A-frame. Then 2 points either side and 2 points at the back. You have these are for your legs. Your Caravan comes with a leg winder. You can also get a 19mm drill bit, and what you'll have to do is just wind it down. Don't attempt to jack up or level the Caravan using the legs. So first level using the jockey wheel and then finish it off using your legs. Along this side, we're using our test equipment today. You can see that you've got a point for your mains. Just slots in, very nice and easy. Then starting on the other side, this is where you will have your water pump put in. So the water pump connects into this part. Only real thing to note, make sure that the strainer sits at the bottom of the barrel. Not running any water through it today as it has just been drained, but you will plug it into here. You can pop down this cap just a touch to lock it into place. There's a plastic cap that goes over the top of the Ekrol to make sure no nastiness gets in and make sure the Ekrol is full of clean drinking water. You've got a flue just here. Your flue is used for getting clean air in and out of your boiler. Don't have to do anything with this except make sure it's clean, no leaves or debris on the top of this. Then just here, we've got 2 points. This is where your wastewater will come out of. You'll need some 28.5mm waste pipe to feed into a Wastemaster, and that's where it will shoot out of for your sinks and your shower. Then just here, you've got your gas bottle locker. So you can see here, you've got a gas hose that's connected onto this part, and then our test gas bottle here. You can hand tighten this to an extent and then just finish it off using a spanner. Once both sides are firmly connected, you want to come over to your gas bottle and twist it either the open or positive direction. Last bit for the outside is for your toilet compartment. This first part here, this is where you'll put in your water for your flush capacity. Get yourself something like a watering can just to make it that little bit easier to feed it in. You can also put a little bit of pink chemical which acts as a bleach without being corrosive. Can hold around 10 litres of water. Just get yourself something like a watering can just to make it that bit easier. Then underneath you've got your cassette toilet. So to release it, you press up on this orange handle and then you pull it out. Now when you get to your emptying point on site, you want to twist this orange head to the side, crack open that. Now this is quite useful as well. You want to tilt the box, and at the same time as tilting, you want to continually press in that button. Once you've done that, I do recommend swelling it out with some fresh water, and then again tilt and vent. Then on the cap, you have measurements for both imperial and metric. This is for your blue chemical. Blue chemical goes onto here, twist back on, nice and easy. To push it back into its place. It's just a little awkward with right, there we go. Now it's back in its place, and you can see that the orange handle sits behind its white teeth. Now you don't want to travel with either of these two full. So to fully empty out that top compartment, you have this little bung here. Open it up and it will drain any water that's left in this top compartment. Alright, then underneath the right hand side bed you have your boiler just here, and then you have this white pipe leading to that yellow valve. The yellow valve is currently in the upright vertical position, meaning that any water coming into the Caravan gets drained out. When you want to use the water and have water flowing through the Caravan, you want to have it in the horizontal position. And then underneath the left hand side bed you have your brain box for your motor mover just here. You also have your ignition switch for your motor mover. And then you have your trips and fuses that are just here. All your trips are currently in the upright position. Then just next to the microwave, you have this board here. This is essentially your main control board. I press down on this and that allows energy to come into the caravan. This button here, press it in, you can see 13.5 volts are coming into the caravan. This switch here, that's for your lights, and this one here, ignore the cleaner, that's for your awning light. Then just here you have your pump. So if I were to press that down, if you had that switch in the horizontal position, and you had this, which is your wood pump plugged outside, which slots in, and then you can collapse it down using the lid, little plastic part to cover up the top of the acroll, and then your strainer just here. The strainer has to sit at the bottom of the barrel. If you had that plugged into an acroll for the clean drinking water, you'd want to open up your tap and let it run for about 30 seconds. Now, if you haven't used the caravan in a while, I would say give it 2 minutes to let it sort of flow through, and then you can run the taps. And what you're looking for is a nice, steady, continuous stream. So, on, light, awning light, water pump, level. And then you have your Truma control panel. So this allows you to operate your heating and hot water. So whatever is flashing up is what's currently being operated. So right now we're on the caravan with the thermometer in it, which is for the internal temperature of the caravan. Starts it off and goes all the way up to 30. Now, if I wanted to select the temperature, I'd spin the dial and then press in on the button. Now, if I press it in again, you can see that it's gone back to there. If I want to get off the screen, press that back button. Next up, you've got the thermometer in water, and this is for your water heat. So you can either have an eco, which gets it to 40, hot, which gets it to 60, or boost, which will boost the temperature of the water for around about 15 minutes, which is ideal if you wanted to use the shower or something like that, and then it will drop it back down. Because there's no water in today, going to keep it off. Next, we've got this icon here. This is for your energy source. So you can either use gas, a mixture of gas and 1 kilowatt of electricity, gas and 2 kilowatt, strictly electric with 1 or 2 kilowatts. So you do have the choice of either gas, mains, or a mixture of both. Today I'm just going to keep it on electric too. Then we have your fan speed. So your fans are jotted all across the caravan. These little vents at the front. So you can either have that eco or high or boost. Again, eco is a bit of a steadier pace. High will boost it at quite a continuous pace. A boost will boost it to the level that high would be and then drop it back down to eco after 15 minutes. Next up, we've got this icon here. This allows you to set when you'd like the heating and hot water to come on. So first you have to set the time through the device, and then you put in the start time. So hypothetically 1600, and then the finish time 1700, and it will operate between that period. So if you're not in the caravan for a period of time, it's ideal for stuff like that. Then you've got the clock, which allows you to set the time as well. Then you've got setting, which gives you some additional stuff like temperature, brightness, 24 and 12 hour, language, index, and reset. A few other bits that if you're interested in, you can read through the manual. Then to turn it off, press and hold in the button here. Turns itself off. It will also automatically go to that green screen once it's stopped being played with for a little while, just so it doesn't annoy you whilst you sleep. Then we've got the toilet, which you might say is bog simple. You've got your button on the side here, and this operates for flush. Now, This has been drained out, so when I press it, it's very faint, but you can hear that motor. That motor is what would push around that water. Then once you've done your peas or your poos, or your six, who knows, push that catch away, opens it up, shut it back, shuts it up. Whatever waste is in there feeds it into your cassette toilet down below. Then we've got your gas cooker. Gas cooker works off gas and only gas. Standard to any type of gas cooker, it's a case you press in the dial, twist it to the side, and at the same time you want to press in these buttons here. So I'll just show you what it looks like when all of these are lit. And here you can see nice steady continuous blue flames. Then to turn it off, just switch it back to the central position. Then again for the grill, here you can see the grill, both sides nice and lit. Turn it off, back to the central. And again for the oven, there you can see all lit as well. Only difference with the oven, the more you turn it in the anti-clockwise direction, the hotter it's going to get, like your normal type of oven. Don't put this glass sheet down until all of these are cold to the touch, but equally don't travel with this up, because either way it could shatter. Then we have your fridge operation. Turn it on, I press in on this button here, it will flash up and go to its most recent memory. Go there. So you have a hazard icon, car battery, gas, mains or auto. When I want to change the source, I press the mode button. So press it once, it goes to auto. Auto automatically selects what the fridge thinks is the best output to use. You can also see as well, when the fridge is on, all the lights are on. So, want to change the source again, press mode, goes to car battery. Now, as you can see, the hazard begins to flash up. When it starts flashing, beeping at you, this is when you know something is wrong with the fridge. Press it again, goes to gas. Now, gas, it's a case that I have tested the gas on this. You will hear the gas tick in, and when it's finished ticking, that's when you know the gas is lit for the fridge. You can also change the amount of power coming into the fridge. So 1 being least, 5 being most powerful, 5 meaning it will chill the quickest. However, even when it's on 5, it will take around 4 hours for it to fully chill.